Welcome back to G-Man-P, the Great TV. If you tuned in, hit a like, share, and subscribe. If not, we ain't doing no tripping. What we talking about today is some more police officers and their dirty little tricks up their sleeve. You understand? Like, I'm still gonna be showing patterns of corrupt activity that they've been doing for years, and they're just now kind of opening eyes. So now I'm gonna show you this. The three bigot donkeys of the day. Tracy Shaw, Holly Canoe, which was the sergeant. She got off on her charges. And Philip Walls. Let's get to it. I'm gonna let y'all see who these clowns is too. You see them? Tracy Shaw. These is KKK members. Tracy Shaw, Holly Canoe, and especially Philip Walls. I had a run-in with him before. He's straight Ku Klux Klan. Straight up. Straight Ku Klux Klan. Let's get to it. All right. Columbus, Ohio, nearly released documents and body camera footage are proving a fuller picture of what led to 3 Columbus officers facing charges after downtown protests last year. The misdemeanor charges stem from an investigation by retired FBI agent Rick Wozniak and special prosecutor Kathleen Garber. Wozniak and Garber were hired by the city to investigate potential crimes by any officers during protests in the summer of 2020 following the death of George Floyd. Columbus Division of Police Officers Tracy Shaw, Sergeant Holly Canoe, and Officer Philip Walls all face charges for alleged misconduct. 10 TV received personal and Internal Affair Bureau files for each officer. We're going to start off with Tracy Shaw. She's a donkey of the day. Officer Tracy Shaw has been charged with 3 counts of assault, 3 counts of dereliction of duty, 3 counts of interference with civil rights. That has to do with color of law. Shaw's charges are related to an event that occurred on May 30th, 2020. According to court documents, Shaw was captured on video exiting her marked cruiser near the intersection of High and Goodale Street, walking up to people on the sidewalk and pepper spraying 3 people. All 3 told authorities Shaw never spoke or said anything to them. Internal Affairs reports show 29 entries where Shaw was investigated for using mace. All were found to be within policy of the department. Now we're going to get on Sergeant Holly Canoe. She ended up beating her case, but once I'm getting done reading her, we're going to get into what she's about. Sergeant Holly Canoe had been charged with 1 count of falsification, 1 count of dereliction of duty. Canoe's charges are related to an event that occurred on May 30th, 2020. Video shows the arrest of Nadia Lynch near the intersection of Broad Street and High Street. Canoe was heard on body cameras footage saying Lynch grabbed a hold of an officer and jerked them to the ground. This information then used in an arrest report. See how they'll lie because they got power and they can do that. And they tell you that. Before they have body cameras, it's their word against yours. They used to say a lot of stuff that was inappropriate. Hold an officer, jerked them to the ground. This information then used in an arrest report. According to Wozniak, a review of Canoe's camera and another video submitted to the city did not show Lynch grabbing or throwing any officer to the ground. Internal Affairs Bureau records show once Canoe was investigated for use of mace, but was found to have acted within Columbus policy. But we're going to get more on Miss Canode. Now, the next donkey of the day is Philip Walls. Officer Philip Walls has been charged with 2 counts of assault, 2 counts of dereliction of duty, 2 counts of interference with civil rights. Walls' charges are related to an event that occurred on May 29th, 2020. According to court documents, Walls was captured on his body camera pepper spraying peaceful protesters at the corner of Broad and High Street. Walls has had 130 internal affairs inquiries into the use of mace since 2001. So he been doing dirty work for years. In almost every case, he was found to have acted within department policy because he was probably cool with one of the FOPs or the higher ups. They got pulled. Four citizens complained about how the officers used mace were unfounded. Defense attorney Mark Collins told 10 TV he will represent all 3 officers. The officers are scheduled to be arraigned Oh, they trying to take some of this information off. Okay. And I got printed information. And we're going to get back on Miss Holly Canode. Canode, whatever your name is. We're going to get back on you. Canode waived her rights to a jury. The filing documents obtained from the Ohio Supreme Court showed light on a right between the judge and prosecutor in Canode's place. So she was trying to get Judge O'Grady off her case. She was trying to say that he had it out. See, the only reason why they do that, I'm going to break it down for you. She's a sergeant. So that means she has to work with the FOP. That's the union that runs the police. Mr. Jeffrey Simpson. And it's like any job you go into. You got to get in there, know the ropes, you know what I'm saying? But why she was so pressed on Judge O'Grady is Judge O'Grady's not one of them people that's taking no bribe for no money or none of that. He's about what he set out to do when he became a judge, about the law. He's not taking no bread. These people, they know what judges is going to take behind the closed door, going to take some money for them to talk to the prosecutor. They all in this together. You understand? But the only reason why she didn't want Mr. O'Grady on the case is because he's not going to take no bribes. If you do wrong, you do wrong. And Miss Holly Canode is the type of person that she gets caught. And in the back, oh, what about my family? I don't want my family. Well, you should have thought about that, but she got off. But she should have thought that she's one of them people that pull that cat trick about their hat. You should have thought about that. You knew what you was doing before you did it. You should have thought about that before you did it. But she got off. You understand? I don't know if these other two got off, but she got off. You know what I'm saying? But these are the times we living in. You understand? And then it would make you want to think, like, who keeps hiring these cops? Who's the one that does the hiring of the cops? You understand? That's who you really want to take a good look at. Because it's a corrupt pattern. And y'all keep doing, they've been doing this for years. It's just coming to the light because now you can't lie because you got these body cameras. But then how are y'all giving them access to be able to erase the camera? That's another thing. Like, how dumb can y'all get? You understand? So they've been doing this for years. They was really, really bad with it before there was cameras. You understand? But that's what I wanted to come on here today, is talk about these three donkeys of the day. Yeah, the donkeys of the day. Them is the donkeys of the day today. You understand? It's just that they need to understand who's hiring them and take a closer look at these people. Because you keep hiring these same type of individuals that have no integrity at all. At all. They have no integrity. They have no backbone. And then they don't want to stand up for the actions that they take. And then the FOP will stand behind them. They'll stand. That's what you need to think. Why would they stand behind somebody that's corrupt? They clearly got busted. You're corrupt. But then you don't get no charges. You don't go to jail. You understand? But you're breaking the law. So that's one thing I wanted to come on here and talk about today. Everybody that was tuned in to G-Man-P, the great TV, I appreciate it. To the ones that didn't, we ain't doing no tripping. Peace.